Hello everyone! Today's stage has all the ingredients to excite the contenders for final victory. A tiring route, a plateau exposed to the wind, and narrow roads. It's not the mountains, but the tension will be palpable. Attempt at a breakaway.
His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish.
Tony Martin is one of the best rulers in the world. He has notably been world time trial champion on 4 occasions. His powerful style has earned him the nickname of Panzer.
Okay, we follow attack.
He's a luxury teammate. He'll do his utmost to help his leader. He's interested in the polka dot jersey or stage victory, but he can also become a luxury teammate.
Okay, we follow attack. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
There will be little respite at the start of the stage. After the summit, the riders will head straight to the second difficulty. It counts for the best climber classification.
Allez, go, allez, on y va.
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. At the front, it's your teammate who's best placed in the overall standings. You're the one with the most points for the green jersey in the breakaway. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
The riders are now on the Aubrac Plateau. They will need to be on their guard because the area is exposed with no shelter from the wind.
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. He too seems interested in the stage win. His teammates are also riding hard. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. He's the best sprinter in the group. Take his wheel if you want to score some points. Okay, we'll attack. Well done. You've won the intermediate sprint. That's less points for our competitors. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. You're not doing your share of the work, and so the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation. Okay, we'll attack. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
The head of the race is now starting the climb of the Col de Pere-Taillard, the last major difficulty that faces the riders.
He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1 point to be gained. Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Allez, courage les gars, allez, courage.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Allez, on y va.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez les gars.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
Lâchez rien!
Courage. Allez Chris. Allez, comme ça. Allez Chris.
Bravo les gars! Allez!
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out. Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The first are over and into the descent. There are 30 kilometers left.
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
The road to Puy-en-Velay is mostly downhill, but there's no question of freewheeling it, because the slope isn't that steep. The riders will have to keep pedaling, otherwise opponents who have been dropped could catch up.
The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way last, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
He can ride for himself or serve as a luxury teammate. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. Only 3 kilometers to go for the man at the front.
Behind you, the yellow jersey is attacking. There's movement behind. breakaway is under the red pennant. It's going to win. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the green jersey of this Tour de France, Alexander. We can say...
Well done, lads. You pulled off a great performance today. Getting into the top 5 of this stage is a good result. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. We can target a top 5 place, and maybe even better if the stage favourites are caught out by the wind. Have a good stage, guys! Go! Go!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Finishes in the Rhone Valley are often the reserve of sprinters, and again this year, everything suggests that they will fight it out for the stage win. However, the wind cannot be discounted, and it might put a damper on the smooth mechanics of the sprint trains.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up!
Here's a pure rouleur. Make sure you don't leave him alone up front. It will be difficult to catch him, and it's better for him to finish on his own. He's a puncher, at home on hilly terrain. Both puncher and rouleur, he can rely on his pace if he reaches the finish in a small group. The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
The breakaway is widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings.
At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway. teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first two to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway is losing ground.
Flat stages. Little wonder that they're not shown in their entirety on TV. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Les gars, courage.
Allez, vas-y, continue, continue. Allez, cours.
He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton. He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time to hang around at the back of the peloton.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
Watch out, guys. His team is attempting a bordure. Move up immediately to the front of the peloton.
There's 15 kilometers to go, and the peloton should soon catch up with the breakaway riders. There's a mass sprint brewing.
Bravo, les gars, allez plus vite.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. He takes the virtual lead of the overall standings. The breakaway is at the red pennant.
Allez, les gars.
He's amongst the leading riders this year.
It was a stage on which we could really have shone, and we don't even finish in the top 10? It's a pity.